Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. So yesterday night I stayed awake just to execute this trade right here. Currently I'm floating in about 30k in profit, which I'll be closing immediately. Why? Because I'm already good with what I actually have, right? So I don't actually need price to come back to it taking me out. Really need that. Now the reason for this video is very simple. A lot of people wouldn't actually trade Asia session. Why? Because they think Asia session is not good for gold, or probably there's no volume. Now, the concept here is it doesn't really matter the session that you are trading in. What matters is your strategy. Now, if the trend goes according to your strategy, what you need to do is try your best and stay at wake. Even if it's not a time that you're supposed to be trading, try your best and execute that trade. You can leave that trade pushing all the way up throughout the whole day and you are good to go. Now, I'm done with this trade right here. I'm done. Yesterday, I was actually looking forward for a reversal back. But after seeing this level right here getting taken, I know for sure that coming back for a retest will mean price is going to shoot all the way up. So indirectly influencing my trade to continue pushing all the way up. So around this time, I shouldn't have actually been trading because it's 1 a.m. But what do you see me do? I came inside to execute this marvelous trade right here. Now, with regards to the strategy that I use, it's very simple. It's just normal market structure on this trade right here. Yesterday, we did have a couple of trades right there, but today is nothing serious, just market structure. As you can see, the 4-hour time frame or the 1-hour time frame were in an uptrend. So all we needed for price to do was to take out this high to confirm to us that we are continuing that upward move. So a retracement back to that level, or even any retracement below this zone, all you need to do is just wait for the smaller time frame to actually reverse into an upward movement, and you can join your trade all the way up. Now, this trend can potentially continue pushing all the way up, but I'm already done. I'll probably try my best and see if I can trade the 714 method today, because I've seen a lot of comments about that for me to use the 714 method. I'll try my best and do that. I'll try my best and see if I can actually trade it today, but I'm done for the day. I don't really have to trade on any other pair again. Now, I still have trades actually holding trades on different pairs, but I'm not really going to trade for the rest of the day again.
A few moments later.
All right, so after getting out of these trades on gold, as you can see, we actually had a rejection and just a couple of retracement. I would have already gotten out of the trade around this zone right here, just around this level right there. But obviously, you can see that price has now given a new reason to buy. What is the new reason to buy? This trend right here. Now, mostly I usually use some type of visual ways to actually execute the trade or understand where the trend is going. It's very simple. So it looks like this. If the trend looks more or less like this, there's a high chance it's going to drop. But if it looks more or less like this right here, so sorry, I did not pick it. So if it looks more or less like this, there's a high chance price is going to shoot all the way up, because this shows acceleration and this shows a decline. So it's very good for you to notice this. Now that's the same thing I'm going to use. I already know price is shooting all the way up, so you can see that around this zone price actually sorry about that. So that was the wrong thing to use. So you can see that around this zone price actually looked more or less like this, right? So this shows a decline and this right here shows an acceleration. So after the decline, we see that price dropped and now we just got over the high again. So I'm still talking. I would have already been in this trade, but because I'm still talking, I can't actually get into this trade early. That's why. But I just want just a little bit of scalp, nothing serious. A lot of people don't understand the reasons why a lot of traders don't come into the markets and keep for a very long time. It's not because they understand every single secret about the charts. No, it's just because they understand where price is going to go at certain points in time. They maximize their profits and they are out of the market, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to maximize my profit, just 1:2. I don't really want anything big, just 1:2, just something small. So under normal circumstance, this is where I should be looking forward for price to take in my TP. But I said 1:2. which you roughly just look more or less like, I think this is all right. Yeah, more or less like this. So that is just 1:2. Now, I've always said it, if price is giving you this type of move, don't execute it with a smaller lot size. Why? Because this is a very short move. You know price is going to shoot up. So execute it with a bigger lot size and you get out real quick, very, very fast. So with this trade, I don't even target for price getting above this zone right here. I just target to get a little bit of push for me to get out of the trade. I wasn't really going to trade gold again, but I just want you guys to see this right. So I was actually talking about finding this right here for you guys. I think I can, okay, this is it again. You can see that this right here shows as a relation. So indicating that price will continue shooting all the way up. So you can see that after the drop, we continue shooting all the way up. But with this right here, it indicates sellers are coming into the market quite heavily. So you have to be careful. Even if price takes above or goes above this high right here, you still have to be careful because it might just reverse all the way back down and take you out of this trade. Now at 5K, I'll probably get out of this trade, even though we've not gotten 1:2 yet. I don't really plan on trading gold that much today. My reason for not really trading gold today a lot is because gold has been giving us newer highs. If gold is giving us newer highs, it's very, very hard for you to trade it because there's not going to be a level of reference. I've said this countless times. If we know price rejected from here, if we're executing trades here, we know price is going there. But if there's nowhere for price to actually reject from, where do you put your entry? Where do you put your TP? How can you actually trade that type of market? So yes, that is just basically what is happening. Now, even though I don't really want to trade gold that much, I'm actually in a trade on BTC. I've already taken first TP at 5K around this zone right here. At the same time, Nasdaq did not actually want to push up, but I'm quite confident that if we not drop below this zone, we'll probably continue shooting all the way up. But this is what we are currently having on gold, as you can see. Quite a very nice push, quite a very serious yet tangible trend move, right? You can see it. This still shows an acceleration. Price can still continue shooting all the way up, which will be very, very nice and massive. I just don't want to trade again on gold for the rest of the day. Probably tomorrow we'll have a retracement. If we don't have a retracement, I just did it right here. You can equally do it. You can just find a level, execute a trade. Why? Because if price leaves behind a low on an uptrend, that shows that this right here is a secured low. Price doesn't want to take it because if price takes it, we are dropping back down. So price wouldn't want to take that low. So it's up to you to execute your trade and know where to put your stop loss. So I have to actually end this trade because I just wanted you guys to understand how you can add onto your trades, not necessarily me holding this trade for a very long time. If I'm going to do that, I'll probably end up losing a trade on gold because I'll be tempted to execute more trades. Gold, the chart is extremely good and very, very nice. You can see that we are still shooting all the way up. So with just one strategy, I was able to catch this, that, and I know price is continuing up because of that strategy. I also caught this right here. What's the strategy? Nothing serious, just market structure movements, right? That is all. You can see it right here. We had our lower high right here. We need a what? A higher high. So price has to break above this. After the break, the retest, I'm executing my trades. And that is it. I did not do anything, nothing magical, just that. And I'm done, right? So yes, obviously you can also do this, but I have to actually close this trade. Now closing it at 4K will actually be good. So yes, price has actually dropped back down to 3K thereabout before I actually close. But yes, that is it. That is the trade, how you can actually add on. Remember, always add bigger trades, especially if you get this type of move. Now, with this type of moves right here, you can actually add smaller trades. But with this rejection and a push with this type of candle, bullish engulfing candle, it indicates power of the trend movement. It's still pushing all the way up. So you can add bigger trades right here just to shoot and you get out. You don't have to hold it for a very long time. Just add it will shoot and you get out. That is all. That is all you need to do. Now, I have to take my time and look at this trade right here because It's kind of giving me a headache. I know we are currently in a downtrend on we are not really in a trend right now because price has actually given us a reason to sell, but it hasn't confirmed it yet. So I don't know what we are currently doing right now, but you can always use the smaller time frames to get small trades, right? But on the bigger time frames, we have to actually give a confirmation before I execute some trades on BTC again. But also on Nasdaq, I still think we can hit this high. I want us to hit that resistance zone. That is just a resistance zone that I want us to hit. Just around this level, probably before we drop. But if we don't, I'll have to get out of these trades. And yes, I have to secure my profits. You already know what I do. Within the middle of my full TP, I'll always take my first TP, leaving the rest to run. If in any case there's a slight drop back down, I'll not let it come back and take me out of break even. I'll still get out of the trade. Now, it's very, very common for you to also understand that because I'm able to execute newer trades in addition. That is why I do this. If you are someone who can't really execute newer trades, just like I did right here, just a little bit, just this small push right here, just like I did right there, if you are someone who can't actually execute newer trades, please, if price is coming back, just allow your stop loss to be there. Why? Because price can actually shoot up to this zone right here, come all the way back into the stop loss and continue pushing all the way up. Why will price do that? Because this is the last low, indicating that price doesn't want to break through this if it actually wants to continue that upward movement. So in any case price comes back into that low, it can still shoot all the way up. So the best thing you can do is just leave it just around this zone where I executed this trade on this candle. You see that price shoot up, came all the way back down into the stop loss before the continuation. Very, very nice. So you can see that price is still shooting all the way up. I'm actually done with gold for probably the week, but tomorrow I'll actually come back in and look at gold again. But yeah, I don't really like trading these higher highs. It's very, very hard to predict, and at the same time you can always be in a loss if you don't take your time. But yes, that is just it for today. Let's see what happens next. Now, someone actually told me to trade the 714 method for them. I don't know, probably I'll do it on a different pair. I don't want to touch gold today again. I don't just want to touch gold today again, but I'll probably do it on a different pair for you guys. And yes, that is just it. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens.